Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Wall Street Journal newspaper headlines. So, first of all, special counsel to lead Trump probes. Next, FTX fall was years in making. Next, World Cup runs dry. Next, mass exist at Twitter reflected rejection of Musk managing style. Next, Holmes gets more than 11 years. The next. On page number 2, in that measuring Mishri may not be so simple. Then next, snowstorm pummels west part of state. Next, more law schools quit rankings list. Next, agency map shows broadband gaps. Next, on page number 3, in that home sales decline again at mortgage rate rise stinks. Next, law school accrediting panel vote to make LSAT optional. Biden asks High Court to allow loan relief. Then we comes to pin 4 on that Fritch concedes Coronado race to Boy, but next more Republicans look past Trump. Next, special counsel is named. Next, Smith brings board resume to task. Then we comes to page number 6, in that Sen Menendez wife draws federal security. Next, Jeffries is seen as likely choice to succeed Pelosi. Next, allies of top GOP senators take feud to Georgia runoff. Then next, another voting day allowed in runoff. Then we comes to page number 7, in that opponents file suit to reverse approval of absorption pill. Next, flu cases rise, compounding strain on pediatric hospital. Then we comes to page number 8, on that Holmes gets more than 11 years. Next, former employees express sadness relief at cases end. Next, mass exist test Musk approaches. Then next, on page number 10, in that food power was hit Kherson. Next, blast trace found near pipeline, Sweden says. Next, Kremlin says possible greener swab in works. Then we comes to page number 12, in that Saudi prince has immunity in trial, US says. Next, Gaza fire kills 21 members of a family. Next, children's death anger Iran protesters. Next, EU and Canada will back climate fund. Next, only if China helps pay. Then we comes to page 13, on that UK Treasury chief depends budget cuts. Next, XI fills government with science tech experts to battle US. Next, COVID-19 cases are rising in China. Next, privately developed rocket is tested. Next, Washington Beijing resume trade talks. Next, bomb damages a police vehicle. Then we comes to in 14, in that FTX falls was years in making. Then next, on page number 16, on that Canadian created giant in suits and sports coat. Next, editor coaxed Oprah to launch magazine. Next, lawyer organized India's lowly workers. Next, fans find beer filled island. Then next, on page number 17, in the Amicus right confronts the 21st century. Next, housing first foments homelessness in California. Then we comes to page number 18, in that Biden turns 80, eyeing 6 more years. Next, Garland's special counsel mistake. Next, Biden loses his last border defense. Next, Trumpism and the future of the GOP. Next, Noonan 2024 and dangers of mail-in voting. Next, Lancet would not defend the static it hyped. Next, Bravo company military leaders and the war. Next, war. Next, are we sure Biden's gamble on students loan helped? Next, back to the bull Mose party. Then we comes to page 19, in that the fight publicans need to have. Next, a conservative magazine returns to Harvard. Next, why DeSantis COVID movement remain relevant. Then we come to pin 20, in that Mimami offered a recruit big deal. Then the Canes started losing. Then next, the NFL fantasy football sensation. Then we comes to page number 21, in that Bankman Fried sold $300 million piece of his stakes in FTX. Next, what's next for a meme stocking? Next, Qatar bans World Cup beer sales at stadium. Then we come to page 22, on that twilight of the tech gods. Next, Qatar bans beer at the stadium. Then we come to window 23, in that Carvana trims staff by additional 8%. Next, generator maker generic says installer shortage is hurting sales. Next, American JetBlue is par with DOG. Next, Taylor Swift responds to Ticketmaster saga. Then next, VW cuts output of some models in China. Then we comes to page number 24 on that how the Wall Street Journal complete in 2022 airport ranking. Next on page number 25 in that best and worst United Tales of Two Hub. Next, airports from first to worst. Then we comes to the page number 26 in that more than a meme stocking. Then we comes to the page number 30 on that JP Morgan widen lending. Next, venture capitalist toast his turning from China. Next, Foot Locker rises its outlooks. Next, Indonesian tech giant go to access 1,300 employees. Then we comes to 31 in that stocks edge higher to end a choppy week. Next, FTX books contained lack of detailed red flags. Next, big stake cashed out in funding. Next, on page number 32 in that the buyback boom that went bust. Next, road to GM future paved with subsidies. Next, stories that win when inventories piles up. Then we comes to page number 34 on that common ground in the immersion debate. Then we comes to page number 35 in that China's economic miracle. That was next on page number 36 in that the midterm revealed the real challenges facing our election. Next on page number 38 in that on a wing and a prayer. Next 39 this must be the place. Next, man who did not shy from a fight. Then we comes to page number 14 that from Medicis to modern times. Then next on page number 41 in that the man who could do anything. Next on 42 in that asking silly questions. Then we comes to page 43 in that on Denmark's ragged age. Then next on page 41 that growing her investments. Next to 45 a change in the architect's weather. Then next on page 46 in that real conversation. Next on 47 in that finishing the head. Then next on 48 in that rocks a revelacious author. Next on page number 50 in that of honey cups and wakeful anthers. Then next on page number 52 in that how the US become Turkish nation. Next, accounting for a wrinkle in time. Next on page number 52 in that Joe Harjo. Next if Twitter crumbles will we go back to talking in real life. Next on page number 54 in that exploring nature in Japanese print. Next, between the living and the death. Then we comes to page number that much for today. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.